This is totally our first
Okay.
recording. We have not started again at all. Uh,
Nope.
so,
Totally fresh for me.
yep, first time. Anyway, so as always, I am Rick. I'm the game master for Hammer of the Gods, and we have our fine guest here today. And guess what? When it's not live, I pointed in the right freaking direction this time. On the first try.
See.
Yeah. So, Kayla, who are you? Where do we find you? Tell us about you.
I'm Kayla. I'm from the Potions Gods.
It froze like right after you said, "Hey, I'm Kayla." So literally all of that did not go through. I'm so sorry.
Rude.
I know.
Okay. Hi, I'm Kayla. I'm from the Potions and Potpourri podcast with my chaotic gal pal Keisha, and we just have casual conversations about D&D and other TTRPGs sometimes. You can also find me streaming on other people's games like Hammer of the Gods and Bacteria and sometimes Cantrips and Coffee.
I think I heard something about the Benkar brouhaha right before you, or right after you unfroze. I was going to say something and I lost it. It's gone. Totally gone.
Well, watch that game because it's fun. Lots of memes and inside jokes.
That nobody gets to see because they don't ever leave the Discord. And not even the Vacter Discord, just our private one. You know, for that
Sometimes.
game.
Sometimes they show up on the stories or something, you know?
Do they? Anyway, yeah, so we're here to play Together Among the Stars. This is session number mystery, because we don't know when this one's going to air.
Fill in the blank number.
Yeah.
Pause for edit.
It's funny because Artemis never puts that in my notes, or I just don't read that part of the notes for some reason. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to play some games. Before we do that, got some announcements, and you know what? I've still got those announcements. They're still in my thing. As always, until that changes, which like I don't see it changing because Ryan loves us. Our sponsor for tonight, today, whatever time this is Canadian Dice. You can go to canadiandice.ca and use the code THEVACTER, all one word, for 10% off your order. It's like I've read this a lot because I know it by heart now.
It's almost like you read it once a week at least.
At least, yeah. Actually, it's pretty much just once a week.
And have heard it spoken multiple times.
Second announcement is check out the merch store at tinyurl.com/vacmerch, where you can get all kinds of awesome shirts that I'm not wearing today because, you know, gotta wear other shirts sometimes, but
Traitor.
Super cool stuff. I know. You're totally wearing Vacter merch right now, I can see.
Yeah.
Very,
totally.
very Vacpack. Pride merch is no longer available, so hopefully you got that. If not, get it next year, because, you know, you snooze, you lose. Yeah, the rest of it, check out the socials, because I don't know, again, when this is going to air, and I don't know what the schedule is going to be like that week, so I'm not going to read the schedule, because it may be totally different, and I could be just totally lying to you. So go find the Vacter on all of the social medias, join the Discord, all that kind of fun stuff. Anyway, Kayla, you ready to play some games? Do
For
some
the first
speech?
time ever. We haven't rolled any dice yet.
Yeah.
I'm super ready.
Why don't you go ahead and you're going to roll our first roll of the game.
Yep.
Very first one.
That's what I'm going to do.
Fuck off.
Ooh, it's a 6.
Ooh, okay. How interesting, because this is the first time you're rolling for that. Okay, so a 6 is you share a meal together. ship's rations, which, it says ship's rations, but half the time we do other stuff. So we're all eating a meal together. Reggie is chewing on the table. What's the worst part? What's the best part?
I think the worst part is the slivers of table flying around in the air from Reggie eating them, getting into the food. The best part is that we get to eat at this food from this really cool place I heard about, called the Horny Bunny Nudes, and it's like all anybody in the galaxy is talking about right now.
Okay,
So I'm
listen,
super excited to
they
finally try
sell
it.
stuff other than nudes. It's just called the Horny Bunny. Whoever keeps telling everyone it's the Horny Bunny Nudes, they have other stuff.
The nudes that we're eating are from the Horny Bunny, so they're Horny Bunny nudes.
Right. But the restaurant / food truck / the back half of our spaceship is not just nudes. We do other stuff.
Well, that's what they're known for, and that's what we're eating.
You gotta get the 420. It's the best one.
Oh, right. That's the one with the psychedelic mushroom bun.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not a mushroom bun. It's like a veggie burger. So it's got like, the regular bun. Probably, whole wheat, whole space wheat.
It's probably gluten-free.
Yeah, whole wheat with no gluten.
Because that's what whole wheat means.
Mm-hmm. Yep, totally.
Wholly without gluten.
Yeah, that is canon now. It's not whole wheat, it's wholly without gluten wheat.
And you just shorten it to whole wheat, so you don't have to say the whole thing. So it's
I mean it's a GMO. Like they've modified the wheat so that there's no gluten whatsoever. Yeah. I mean it's space, right? Yeah. So that's a pretty good start. If you would roll to see how many cards we're gonna draw. We'll do that next.
One card.
Okay. Well, that one card is the Queen of Spades.
Wow.
I know that's news to you. Everybody watching this later is going to be like, okay, these two clearly fucked up and started the recording again. We're on to you. We know you're lying.
Before. We're very professional and not chaotic at all.
Anyway, so Queen is deep underwater. Spades are natural phenomena. So, crystal formations, weird colored lightning, rocks in strange shapes, all that kind of fun stuff.
Are we underwater right now, or are we still in the spaceship?
Well, we're going to be underwater. I forgot I have to do my roll. Because you were rolling for how many cards, and I got ahead of myself. So I got a 4. So we suddenly come upon this. So I feel like Rory is kind of hovering the ship, above this large body of water, and probably, I'm going to say Reggie decides to like hop up on her lap while she's flying, totally hits the controls, and we just like nosedive into the water. This isn't the first time it's happened. It just, normally isn't like when the camera crew's here. Because, we're now a reality TV show.
Love that.
It's basically Trailer Park Boys, but in space.
Space Park Boys?
Yes, I'm here for it. Yeah, so I'm going to say the natural phenomenon is... Ooh, okay. I'm going to say that there are like volcanic geysers that are like lit up as if they have LED lights in them. So, from the surface or from pretty high up in the water, we can see these like weird colors.
Party lights.
Yeah.
Party geysers.
It's totally like rave lights because they keep just like flipping on and off in different places.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like as we fly down, if you want to further examine them, you can go ahead and roll for that.
Okay. A 4.
Okay. 4 means you get to add a detail you notice about this.
Yeah. So I think when we examine them further, we realize that they're actually going off at like a specific interval. So, you know, like at a almost like a beat. So it really is like a party down here.
Interesting. That's an interesting soundtrack you're providing there, Marza. Did you write
Oh,
that
you haven't
song
heard that
yourself?
song before? It's like super big in the galaxy next door. It's a bop for sure.
The
That's
galaxy
kind of what
next
it
door.
seems like. Yeah, we're not another galaxy. It's fine.
Yeah, yeah,
Canon.
casual. Yeah.
It just seems to fit perfectly with the lights down there.
Yeah, it's awfully convenient. Wonder why that is.
I've heard you guys like to party, so maybe we could make a pit stop sometime and go do the disco.
Is that what the kids are calling it these days? I'll take your lack of response as a yes.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said, is that what the kids are calling it these days?
Oh, yes, I'm the kids. Hello.
Suddenly you're just Steve Buscemi with your backwards hat and skateboard.
Just going like, but like totally offbeat, you know? So it's like, or whatever.
Yeah. Marza got so much whiter all of a sudden.
What?
I said Marza got so much whiter all of a sudden.
Oh, yeah. She's,
Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Incredibly white.
Doesn't think so, though.
Yeah. She's very hip.
I think she's pretty cool, at least, yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to say you rolled for the cards last time. I'm going to roll because we're going to draw some more cards on this planet and do some raving. And that's a 5. So I will next have you roll, and we'll see about this discovery.
A 1.
1. Okay, we're going to put in some work. 1 is arduous to get to. And we've got the 10 of diamonds. So we're leaving the water because a 10 is in the desert. And oh no, sorry, 10 is on a cliff face. So we could still be underwater. Just kidding. And diamonds are living beings. So, Kayla, what kind of living being on a cliff face or near a cliff face does Marza see? Either underwater or not. It's up to you.
Yeah, so there's this like cliff kind of towering over the ocean floor, at least the bottom of this part of the ocean where all the geysers are coming out. So you can like stand up on the cliff and like look down into the lights, and they kind of like spread out in a fan like through the water because they're being projected. And there's like all these little like swirling, kind of floating, like little creatures flying around in the water that you could barely tell were there until you could see them in the light because they look so much like the waves.
I love because you couldn't hear a thing that I was saying while you were talking because I asked about the ocean man.
Yeah, what about the ocean man? We should take him by the hand and lead him to the land.
Well, clearly we didn't find the ocean man because this is little guys. Yeah, that's all right. There's 4 more cards in order to.
I want to find the ocean man.
I'm gonna roll my examination though, and we'll see what comes of this. Cool. I got a 4 as well, so I get to add a detail, and I'm gonna say, yeah, these little guys. As we're like watching, I'm just like, hey, Rory, can you turn on the lights? It's a little dark down here. And as we do,
on.
What?
There's lights on already. The party lights.
But like, listen, Breckett's not as young as he once was. He can't see that well.
Okay.
He's the guy in the club who's got the little like headlamp.
Well, and it's more like, you know, like when you're trying a flashlight directly up in your face or something, you know? Like instead of straight out, it's just like going up. You can't really see out as well.
Exactly.
So I
exactly.
get it.
Yeah, it's very spooky. spooky rave.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like as Rory turns on this light, and we're looking down, we see that those little guys that Marza saw and was pointing out. They kind of make out the form of like this large creature, and it almost looks like an enormous salamander made of these little people,
Whoa.
and it's just
Cool.
like undulating under the water.
Yeah. That's so cool. Wow. This is a cool place. I could party here.
I think I have partied here actually, once or twice.
I've probably come here to help people that have partied here.
I thought you looked familiar.
Yeah, you too. You were probably pretty out of it at the time, but that's okay.
Listen, I was a little bit partied out, but everything's fine. I had a space Gatorade and, went right back to it.
I mean, I probably gave you an injection to keep you alive, but that's fine. The space Gatorade. Yeah, that's fine.
That's what I call the injections.
The injection is the drugs. Just more drugs.
No, the injection is space Gatorade.
Mm.
Listen,
Right.
Not everything is about drugs and sex, okay? Just 97%.
Okay. You say so.
Listen,
We haven't gotten to the sex yet. It's just been drugs.
I mean, just because the horny bunny has the 69 420.
Uh-huh.
It's totally a coincidence, right?
It's a family-friendly restaurant, dude. I mean, it's fine.
It's a sex-positive, family-friendly restaurant. Yeah, obviously.
Oh, if you're saying something, I can't hear it.
Oh, I love that. It's fine. Totally
it just
fine.
cuts out
Everything's
sometimes.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can like see it talking, and since I can't see your face, I can't tell if you're actually talking or not.
No,
So sorry
I'm just
about that.
making noises. Anyway, if you want to, no, that was mine. I'm gonna roll for the next discovery, which
Okay.
is 2. So we're gonna put in some more work. It's gonna take us some time to get there.
I hate work.
Me too. And we got the 10 of hearts this time. So hearts are ruins, and 10 is still on a cliff face. So we're just kind of hanging out, looking at this cliff, right? And as this spotlight is on, we do notice what looks like a large door, and it's weird that we didn't see it before because it's totally like the Dayglow colors, like those trippy posters that you would find in like head shops.
Oh yes. Okay.
It's weird. Like Breckett normally has a sixth sense for that kind of stuff, but he just didn't see it. Too distracted by the. Yeah. No, I mean we go over to the door, and as we go inside, it's a Spencer's Gifts.
Space Spencers.
Yeah. Listen, we've been to Underwater Space Hot Topic a couple of times. It's about time that we go to Space Spencers.
Yeah, but you can't get pink fuzzy handcuffs at Space Hot Topic, so that's where the Space Spencers comes in.
Or vibrators and dildos.
True, absolutely. I mean, you could get those probably just at the space gas station too, but definitely not a Hot Topic.
What kind of space gas stations have you been to? Because
it's space, dude. Anything's possible, especially in this made-up world.
Got me there. Okay.
Yeah, don't question it. It's fine.
Yeah. If you want to examine this Space Spencers and see what kind of fun stuff you find inside.
Let's see. A 5.
Ooh, okay. You get to tell us how the feature Space Spencers changes in some way.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's it's a huge Spencer's, right? Like this door, it was definitely bigger on the inside, and it's like this.
First time that's happened.
There's this kiosk in the middle that just has a bunch of like gifts and shit on it that just kind of like rotates forever. So it's just like a spinning disc in the center, like showing off all of the wares, and it's like kind of at an elevated platform, so you have to step up onto it to go look at the special.
Yeah, Breckett steps up there, and there's like 7 different types of bongs, like
Yeah.
33 different shot glasses.
Yeah.
Obviously, 74 different kinds of like boob molds and like.
Oh, absolutely. There's like penis candies, like for bachelorette parties and stuff.
Or bachelor parties. We don't discriminate.
Right, you're right. For parties.
Exactly.
Just parties in general. Probably for the rave down there, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, that's just like casual party stuff now.
Yeah.
Like, really, if your party doesn't have boob molds and dick candies, it's not even a party. I don't know. It froze again. Well, we'll give it a second.
Am I back?
Okay. Yeah, back. There we go. I don't know what the last thing you heard was.
That the parties, that they sound fun.
Yeah, I was saying if your party doesn't have like boob molds and dick candies, then it's not even really a party.
And I said that I don't want it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Fuck it. It's a shitty party.
There's also like there's definitely like a smoke machine going in the Space Spencers, so it's like all foggy in here.
And that's exactly like right under the fog machine is where all the vibrators and dildos and the variety of like butt plugs, all the good sex toys.
Yep.
So
and they're
many.
under like a black light,
I feel like they're not, because then people wouldn't want to buy them because there'd be, a lot of strange fluids on there.
Clean if they're brand new.
Listen, space malls are gross. Real malls are gross.
Think that Space Spencers has a pretty high standard at the very least. I mean, this one's freaking fancy.
Have you ever been in a Spencer's? High standards is like the opposite of how I would describe them usually.
But if it was in space, then maybe that'd be different.
Right, you're right. Breckett totally buys a tuxedo T-shirt that he puts on over his spacesuit.
And it's like too small. It like is like comes up like just to his belly button or something.
No, it's a crop top tuxedo T-shirt. That's the style.
Yeah.
It's back in style.
At the rave, Breckett.
You're right. It really will. This will get all of
perfect at the rave.
Oh yeah, no, I said you're right. Yeah. If you want to roll for our next discovery, we'll see what other fuckery we get up to.
In the Space Spencer still?
Maybe. We'll see.
It's a 6.
6? All right. Ooh. Got the Ace of Spades.
Ace of Spades.
I think that literally every time that card comes up in every game.
You have to. You have to say it.
Legally required. I'm just going to get Affy to like clip you doing that, and every single time the Ace of Spades comes up, it'll just be you singing.
R.I.P. Affy, that's gonna be the job of a lifetime.
All right, Ace is in a field taller than you, so we could still be underwater. We could be out of water.
But we're not on Space Spencers anymore.
We don't know that. There could be a field inside of Space Spencers. It's big. And spades are natural phenomena again. So, you know what? Fuck it. There is a field inside of Space Spencers. Tell me what kind of underwater landweed.
Okay, great.
So, what kind of natural phenomena do we find in the field of underwater landweed inside of Space Spencers?
God, I feel like underwater landweed is a natural phenomenon. There needs to be more than that.
Ma'am, that is plant life. That's a different suit.
But it's natural and it's a phenomena.
Yeah. Okay. So, like the natural phenomena, I'll read for you, and for only you, the descriptor or the prompts again. So, spades are natural phenomena. It gives examples of huge crystal formations, mirages, vividly colored lightning, strange clouds, rocks eroded in strange shapes, veins of precious metals, etc. So basically anything that's not a plant.
Hmm.
Thank you, Arlie.
Big shake.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's just this field of landweed in this
Underwater landweed.
Underwater landweed. Definitely not seaweed though, right?
Ocean.
I guess rocks would make sense because I was actually imagining the field as like the changing rooms, you know, like you go into the field of underwater landweed so that way you can like try on your tuxedo shirts and stuff.
Yeah.
So I guess the rocks can kind of form like a natural barrier between the two dressing rooms, so you have more privacy. This is a weird place.
When you say two, there's a lot more than two. There's
probably like 4.
Yeah, at least. I mean, they're all non-gendered, but like,
yeah, you know. Of course.
It's a big place. Yeah, Breckett's just like, I scanned as we came in here, and this water is pretty oxygenated, so I'm just gonna go in here and change into my tuxedo crop top shirt, and I'll just be back. And so Breckett like goes into the little underwater landweed changing room.
Okay.
And he's taking quite a while. You're just like, what's going on? Like,
is he struggling?
Maybe.
Can't get his arms through the holes.
You don't hear anything. So, are you looking around?
I'm actually just ignoring him and looking at all of the wares and the space Spencers.
That's what I figured.
There's a lot to look at. I'm probably digging through the band T-shirts now and seeing what's available.
What kind of space bands do you find?
Oh fuck. The sassafrasses. They're cool. They're like party music.
Okay. No Space Ween.
Space Ween, yeah.
Because they obviously became androids at some point, and they're still around.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Totally tracks. Yeah, Breckett just comes back out like wearing like the crop top, and then he's got on some like short shorts.
That's a good look for you, Breckett.
Thanks. I thought so.
Is that your like party attire, or are you just gonna wear that around the ship for fun?
Obviously. You didn't hear me, did you?
Hello?
I hate the internet sometimes.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, I did. I responded, but you can't hear me apparently.
It's okay.
Yeah. Poor Affy.
There's either going to be some weird editing, or we're just going to be having the same conversation twice, multiple times.
Yeah, and then everyone watching this is like, "Wow, these guys are so good." They just keep saying the same stuff.
Ever, right? And sorry to disappoint people.
Listen. It's already been at least as horny as Aaron's episode, so.
Only because we're in Space Spencers, though. It's just like a naturally horny place.
Potato, tomato. So yeah, Breckett's just like, yeah, obviously this is both. This is party and work clothes.
Yeah.
Because it's a tuxedo T-shirt.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, business on the top and party on the bottom.
Or party on the party and business on the business.
Just how I like it. Perfect.
Does Marza actually have a mullet?
No.
Just a big fan of them.
Not. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That was my discovery, maybe. And then you examined. Yeah, you told us. Oh no, it wasn't. That was your discovery because you discovered the underwater landweed.
And the rocks, the changing room rocks.
Yeah. Let's see. So I got a 2 on my examination as I was in the changing room. Ooh, that means Artemis gets to draw underwater, space Spencers, and Breckett in his tuxedo crop top T-shirt.
R.I.P. Artemis. At least she has some time to draw it. It's not just like live, right? So
True.
that's kind of helpful.
Maybe we'll get lucky and the audience will get to see that picture live and all finished.
Right here on the screen. Or
Ta-da! Except probably not.
Probably not. She's probably got such a backlog of pictures to draw at this point from this stream.
There's so many. There's so many. Yeah, so that was your discovery. So I'm gonna roll my discovery. Oof, that's a 1. So we're working again. We've got the King of Diamonds. So diamonds again are living beings, and the king is floating in the air. So we say goodbye to Ravetown and Ocean Man and Underwater Space Spencers.
We're leaving the planet?
No, it's floating in the air. We're just going out of the water.
Ew. I see.
Yeah. We've still got one more card after this. So, yeah, and it's a living being. So I'm going to say, ooh, you know what? If you remember from who knows how long ago, by the time this comes out, the landweed can like stand up and walk because it's like the hair of a creature. Yeah. So as we come out of the water, we've partied out. We're kind of tired, ready for a nap. Ready for a space Gatorade. As we come out, we see that there's like this floating shape up in the air, and we're like, "What is that?" And just from below, it's just like this shadow almost. And so Breckett's just like, Rory, can you take us a little higher? I want to see what that is. And as we come up like even with it, it is just the biggest landweed creature ever.
Whoa.
At least that we've seen so far.
Huge.
Yeah, like it's at least half a mile in diameter.
Whoa.
So Breckett's just like, I didn't know they made them that big.
I've never seen one that big. Are you gonna say it?
Is that what you say to all the guys?
No.
just the big ones.
Sometimes. That thing's cool.
Yeah, you wanna check it out? You wanna examine it?
Yeah. A 4.
4. Okay. So tell us what detail you notice about the biggest underwater landweed creature ever.
So, do we know what color the landweed normally grows as? Like, what's its dominant color? Do you know?
Maybe it's got a submissive color.
Shut the fuck up.
I will do no such thing. This is my show.
Get out. It's my show now. I've taken over.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
No, there is no dominant color. It likes to switch things up.
Jesus Christ.
No, I go by Rick.
Okay, well, whatever color it normally is, it's switching things up. So it's probably usually like a aquamarine, pretty vivid blue green. And this time it's more of like a blood red. So it's like even more unique than the size.
Interesting. We have seen some red landweed, but never quite that like crimson. Yeah.
Yeah. I've never seen a red one.
Oh, well, I've seen some red ones. Yeah, the crimson though, that's cool. Pretty unique. Well, I have been told I'm pretty cool.
I mean, you look pretty cool in the crop top tuxedo and the short shorts. I'm not gonna lie.
And when I say short shorts, I actually mean like bike shorts.
Okay, even cooler.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so he's like the pinnacle of comfort and style right now.
Yep, I'm here for it.
As you should be. Yeah. Anything else about this floating landweed?
No, just that it's huge and red.
And normally I don't see them flying. Normally I just kind of walk around.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen them like probably from like the side, like the bottom of the weeds, but I've definitely never seen one like flying around like that. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's interesting. But you know
Well,
what?
we
We
better
should.
not disturb it.
Yeah, we should
Probably.
probably just move on and
Yeah.
yeah, keep doing our thing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so if you want to roll for the last discovery on this planet,
A one.
a one. Okay, we're putting in some work. We've got the four of spades.
No wonder I'm so tired.
I know, right? Not because the partying. It's all the work.
Well, I didn't party. I just shopped around at Spencer's.
Okay, didn't party. Just hanging out at the rave, drinking some
Yeah,
water.
I'm the DD. Someone's got to be sober to drive this spaceship.
That's what Rory's for. Rory doesn't party. So a four is in a steep canyon, and spades are
Wait,
natural
roll a one.
phenomena. Yeah, no, but it's the four of spades.
Oh, four of spades. Okay.
Yeah, we just have to like work to get there. So we
I
we
missed.
land, we take a little nap, a nice little siesta, space siesta,
Mhm.
space siesta, if you want to shorten it. Um, don't sue me.
Ew.
Whatever, it was gold, and you know it.
It was pretty.
Yeah, so we take our little space siesta, and as we're rejuvenated from our naps,
It's from that getting injected with the Gatorade, probably.
probably we just don't talk about it. It's fine. So yeah, we start off, on foot, and it just takes forever. And after this super long, like really not interesting hike, we come across this canyon. So, what kind of natural phenomenon do we find in the canyon, Marza?
Mm. Can natural phenomena be water? I'm still confused on the natural phenomena thing.
It could be. I mean, there's
Great.
listen, there's no real rules here.
Just not plants. It's like big crashing waves in this canyon.
Okay. Where are the waves coming from?
Good question. They just, we can't see down the other end of the canyon, but they're just kind of rolling in a straight line.
God damn it. Of course, you didn't hear that.
I didn't.
I said no gay lines.
Yeah, we don't have room for gay lines here. That's too chaotic.
That's not true. There's so many gay lines.
The lines are only gay, but maybe they're coming out of the closet, the waves.
Ooh, yeah, good for them. Good for them.
Yeah, good for them.
Yeah, now I just have the killer stuck in my head, and I don't know why, but it's fine.
Coming out of the cave.
Yeah, out of the canyon. Yeah, coming out of the canyon, and they're feeling just fine. Yeah. Anything else you notice about these waves in the canyon?
No, I mean that's pretty interesting in my opinion.
No, I agree. I just was giving you your opportunity to say what you want to say about them. That's so confusing. Oh, never mind. I'm just. Yep, words. I know how to do them.
You're doing them very good.
You're lying.
No, I'm not. I'm very proud of you and your words.
So I got a 6, so that means I note how the feature changes in some way. It says record. I said note. Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're watching these waves, and like as we're just kind of like standing at the top of this canyon, we notice that each time the waves like crash in, there's no Dave Matthews playing. There's no crash into me.
Crash into me.
This is the musical episode. Surprise. If you're here for the normal bullshit, this is our musical bullshit. Uh, God damn it. Distracting myself.
Do the
Anyway,
words good, Rick. Do the words good.
I can't. Listen, it's not why they hired me for free. Uh, it's because I'm pretty.
Yep, that's it.
Thanks for agreeing. I was going somewhere with this, and
The waves were crashing and they changed somehow.
they do. They do. Like
Mhm.
each time, it seems like this canyon fills up a little bit more and more, and eventually, we're like, oh, it's a little damp up here. Maybe we should like step back a little bit because I don't know about you. I didn't like. I'm wearing my slides right now because you know I don't want to wear my whole spacesuit and everything. Really doesn't go with the fit.
No. And I don't think the tuxedo crop top and like bike shorts are very buoyant either, so
Yeah, they're actually like the opposite of buoyant. They sink super. They're very dense. Uh,
and Breckett can't swim, so yikes.
Breckett can totally swim. What are you talking
Okay,
about?
sorry.
That's just real life me. Fuck off. Calling me out.
And I have to. It's your show, right? Gotta get called out at
Apparently
least
not.
once.
I was told it's your show now, so
Well, you're still here, so until I can get you to leave, it's your show.
okay, bye.
So we're getting wet, is what you're saying.
I forgot you can't see my face. God damn it.
Damn it.
Yeah, we're getting so wet.
Mm-hmm. And then what?
That's it. We just get real wet.
Okay. Well, we better be careful we don't want to slip in.
I sure would hate if we penetrated the canyon accidentally.
Well, especially because you would just sink to the bottom and then I'd have to rescue you, and I don't really want to do that, so.
Yeah, I'm not ready to get that deep in this canyon.
Good, good. So then we'd better be safe and step away from the edge.
Yeah, that's way more wet than I'm ready to get. Yeah, so Breckett
Good,
just
I'm
starts.
glad we're on the same page.
Yeah, Breckett just starts walking away, and he's like, "That was a weird conversation. Wonder what that meant."
I don't know, it seemed pretty normal to me.
You are a nurse, a space nurse, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I've had way shorter conversations.
Yeah, that checks out. Let's see, is that all of them? It is. Okay. I also forgot to pay attention to what time we started, so we're just gonna keep going, unless you
I
have
think
anywhere to be.
around the 40-minute
Okay.
mark or so.
Which whatever time this actually starts, whenever this
Yeah.
comes out. So
It was like 45 minutes after the hour, I think, when we started.
okay, perfect. I mean, I'm not in any hurry. I told you that earlier.
Yeah. But they're usually
So
about an hour, right? So
I'm pretty sure Aaron and I went over that. I don't know that for a fact, but I'm pretty sure.
you guys
So
just
yeah.
really were into those nudes. I understand.
Well, it was nudes with Aaron. It's getting wet with you. So if you
It's
want
just
to
a
roll,
natural progression, really. So my turn to roll.
yeah. And this will be for the next planet's cards.
4
4. All right.
big planets.
Except for that one that we got on the first one, but it was the same planet that we stayed on. We're moving on.
Mhm.
Once you get wet with the planet, you really just gotta move on.
You gotta go your own way a little bit.
Yeah, wet it and quit it.
Is that what they say? Is that a
They
phrase?
say in the Rangers, yeah.
Yeah, in the Ranger College,
Mhm.
the Ranger fraternities.
Oh my god. Yeah, there's totally Ranger fraternities and sororities and non-binary thing. I don't know what
Yeah, what's the non-binary version of a fraternity and sorority?
I was gonna just say like non-binaries, but like, yeah, fuck it. That's just what we're calling it for now until somebody gives us a
Corrects
better
us
name
in
for it.
chat.
Nah, not correct us, because like I don't know that there is a non-binary organization. If there is, cool. Please correct us. If not, tell us a better name. Give us an idea. Uh,
Please.
anyway, I'm gonna roll for our space time. So I got a 4, and we're gonna make up a game. Uh, Breckett has not like so he's got water balloons, right? But they're not like plastic or not. I guess they're not plastic. Whatever the fuck balloons are made out of. You know what I'm talking
Rubber.
about. Whatever it is, yeah.
Mhm.
These are like sustainable, uh, like all natural.
Biodegradable.
Not even biodegradable. Like they're all natural. Like there's nothing to degrade. They're like it's basically just a natural bubble
Okay.
that's a little bit more sturdy until
Okay.
you throw it at some. Excuse me, I'm burping. Yeah, as soon as like it hits a solid object, it bursts. So basically, it's just like a fancier balloon, more. I was gonna say healthy, more natural. Um,
A healthy balloon.
you could eat it if you wanted,
Mm-hmm.
but
Okay.
like Reggie also was playing in this water before making these water balloons, so maybe don't eat it.
Yeah, I'm good.
He's a gross little boy. He doesn't like to take a bath, so
I'll probably need to wash my hands after this, that's for sure.
you should definitely sanitize. We've got the UV sanitizer. Listen,
Oh,
I can't
nice.
word I can't words good. Okay,
You're doing great. Your words are great.
I don't believe you.
We've made it
Anyway,
this far, so
well, that's so yeah, we make these water balloons, and basically it is trying to hit Reggie with them because this is how we give him a bath.
how big is Reggie?
Uh, you know, I would say
Like a
he was
person?
like I'd say he probably started out like small dog size, but he's
Okay.
probably like earlier Tesla size.
Okay.
He's getting a little bigger.
So, pretty easy target.
Well, you would say that, but Reggie is really, really good at dodging because he really does not like taking a bath. This is how we bathe him, is with this game.
But it's
And
also fun.
yeah, but he's just like, oh, this is a game. I have to dodge all the balloons. Um,
Cute.
and so like Marza and Breckett are totally soaked by the end of this.
Hmm.
Obviously, got to wear like some bathing suit because otherwise it's just gonna get like our regular clothes all wet and gross.
Yeah, because we
Yeah.
didn't get wet enough in the canyon.
I mean, this is like intentionally. Well, actually, it's not intentionally getting wet because we're trying to get Reggie wet. But you know what? We'll get wet together.
Okay, great. Except it's like dirty water, so not great.
I mean, it's not that
The UV sanitizer, it's fine. It's fine.
dirty. Yeah, it's fine. Totally fine. I just like to like dunk myself in it after this.
Oh, the sanitizer, not the water. Okay.
Yeah, definitely the sanitizer. It's
Okay.
like a tanning bed, but for UV.
Uh-huh.
For
You need
like
like a tetanus shot after this, probably. I think I've got some loaded up in the med kit.
Gatorade shot. Got it. Sorry, space Gatorade. Don't sue me.
Hmm.
Regular Gatorade. This is space
Yep.
Gatorade.
It's what
Uh,
plants produce.
not Brondo. Oh man. All right. You want to do me some rolling?
Mm-hmm. 5. We haven't
Okay.
done that yet.
Yeah. So our first discovery on this new planet, we're just snoozing, not doing anything in
We're
particular.
we're sleepy. We snooze a lot.
Excuse me. It's called night crew, Marza, and
I'm
this
not
is
hearing you.
what? What? Jesus.
Oh, there he is.
Poor Affy, having to edit this later.
Sorry, Affy. We're
Anyway,
trying.
yeah, we're doing so good. Anyway, I don't know. I said something and it's gone. I don't
Well,
remember what we
maybe
said.
it'll get edited in. Thanks, Affy.
Totally, totally. Because you can now react to that thing that I said. Anyway, uh, yeah. So this is just night crew. This is just how we do, and so
Hmm.
you just gotta deal with it. It's a hard
We
job
just we
sleeping
sleep
this
a lot.
much. Listen, it's a
Yep.
hard job sleeping this much, but somebody's got to do it. Somebody
Well,
being us.
you're doing a great job.
Thank you. I have been told that I'm the best sleeper on the crew
Hmm.
because Rory doesn't sleep.
It's because someone's going to drive the ship. Otherwise, we wouldn't get anywhere.
It has autopilot. Doesn't have to be up there all the time. Ooh, okay. So as we're napping, we've got the Ace of Clubs.
Okay.
So Ace is in a field taller than you once again, and clubs are plants and other immobile forms of life. So Marza, what kind of plant do you find in this field?
That's taller than us, huh?
Yep.
Some kind of like some kind of vines that look like they're soft, like they don't have a lot of form, but they're just like curling straight up in the air as if they're like wrapping around a pole or a structure, even though they're just freeform,
They get hard.
and they're just stretching like really high on their own.
You didn't hear me, did you?
No,
I said, you think they get hard?
yeah,
They
no, actually they don't, but they just can go up really well.
Well, if they're soft, like maybe they do get hard.
Maybe.
How do
Guess
you think that works?
we'll probably have to touch them and find out.
Well, Reggie's already over that. He's going over there and just like starts biting it.
Is he munching on him? Yeah, he
Yeah.
would.
Yeah.
He would.
The whole thing just like
Mhm.
collapses. He eats his way out from underneath one of the vines.
Do they taste good at least?
Listen, Reggie doesn't care about taste. He
He
eats
doesn't even have taste
garbage.
buds. Yeah.
He eats garbage a lot.
He's a good boy.
That's one way to put it. That's one way to put it. I'm gonna examine them. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I feel like with my 5, how they change is they're like curling and whatever.
Hmm.
As we get closer, though, they do like stiffen up and they elongate, and they
Okay.
also have like a little flower that blooms on them as they do.
Oh, how cute.
Yeah, and when I say little, it's little in comparison. It's like
It's appropriate for the size of the plant, of the
yeah,
vines.
it's proportional. That's the word.
Yes, right.
By no means is their flower small.
Great.
Yeah, we're not gonna size shame these vine flower things.
Well, they are beautiful, that's for sure.
That's true. What do you think they look like?
Yeah. Kind of like sunflower heads, I think,
Okay.
except they're like really bright, like cotton candy pink.
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
look at that pink head.
God damn it.
It was the first thing that came to mind, and I just had to say it. Just had to do it.
Yeah, I mean, we're this
Legally.
far. You have to lean into it now, you know? We promised horniness, so we have to deliver to the fans.
We're just gonna lean right into the horny.
Really hard.
Maybe as hard as those vines, even.
Maybe. We could probably lean into it harder, though. So, yeah, they're really cool.
Yeah.
Those flowers.
Yeah, as we're like talking, we see that they just like spray out this little pollen mist.
Can we pick one?
I mean, they're pretty tall. I don't know how you're gonna pick it.
Well, I could try and grab it from the bottom. Like, pull the whole thing out.
God damn it! Of course, it's the things.
God
Of course,
damn
you
it.
don't hear whenever I try to make a joke. I said
I
the
know.
shaft.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab it from the shaft and yank it all the way out of the ground.
Don't yank the shaft. Gotta be gentle.
Do I do it?
You tell me. Are you yanking the shaft or are you doing it gentle?
Well, they're tall and they're apparently firm now that there's flowers on them, so I think I have to yank it. Mm-hmm.
That poor vine.
What?
I
The
said that
poor
poor
vine?
vine. Yeah.
Well, I have to get the roots out somehow. I'm sure they're really long into the ground, you know? Have you ever, like, tried to pull a really tall weed out of your garden? It's a
My
lot.
garden in my apartment. Yep.
Yeah. You know, other people, though. Maybe not just you.
Yes, the royal.
But so now that it's, like, out of the ground, I can kind of, like, put it flat and then go to the top and grab the flower off.
Yeah, totally. Does it smell good?
What?
Does it smell good?
Yeah, it does. It's pretty fragrant, but not, like, overwhelming.
Yeah. Just like a
Just a
casual,
light,
casual
just like
scent.
a light, yeah, a light flowery smell.
Love it. Love it. I think that was your discovery, so I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
see what our next one is. Ooh, 5. We're snoozing again. Ooh, we got
Just
more
in
plants.
in the field.
Yep, we got more plants. We got the 7 of clubs. Let's see. 7 is something. 7 is near a volcano. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say we take this flower with us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it like continues every so often, just like spurt out this the pollen.
Pollen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so we're both just like covered in it. Basically, just we take turns. Like you were holding it for a while, and it just like sprays right in your face. You're like, oh, gross. And
Mm-hmm.
then Breckett takes it for a while, and it just like sprays all over him, and
Mm-hmm.
just getting blasted with pollen.
Yeah, such a pain.
I know it's the worst. It's been a
Um,
while for
does that
this
make us
flower.
sleepy? Is that what makes us sleepy?
Yeah, that tracks. Uh, I feel like probably we wander a little bit. You know that like half awake, half sleepy point where you kind of nothing feels real.
Yeah, you're like an autopilot.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So like we just kind of wander for a while and we wake up next to like these hot springs and kind of like a ways up we see there's like this mountain and we see that there's just like a little gentle flow of lava coming out of it. Um, obviously the flow of lava before the like eruption of lava,
Yeah,
the
the
pre.
pre-lava.
You knew exactly where I was going.
I did, of course.
Yeah, and the plants that we see are interesting. I'm gonna say we find like bushes, these like very hardy bushes.
Are they burning?
No, they're not burning. There's no Moses here.
Okay.
Um, but they're like the fuck. I'm so good at plant words. Like the parts that aren't the leaves. The like body of the plant.
Like the stems?
Sure. I mean, it's
Branches?
a yeah, branches. It's a
Branch.
bush. So like
Yeah.
the branches, they're like almost metallic looking. They're like these like
Ooh,
very
shiny.
ropey, wiry looking branches, and then the leaves themselves also are metallic looking. Like they're this. Some of them are green and obviously very shiny, because they're metallic.
Cool.
Uh,
Yeah.
but there's also some like oranges and some yellows, and it's got a nice mix of colors.
These are really cool.
Yeah, very
These would
vibrant.
make like really cool decoration if you could like snap a few of the branches off. Decorate my quarters with some of these.
Breckett goes over to like try to pick them, and then like gets cut by the leaf. He's like, "Oh, maybe
Ooh.
maybe we need some gloves for this."
Yeah, let me patch that up for you first, and I pull out my med kit. Now's a great time to see if I stocked it well enough. Hopefully, I got some band-aids in here.
I mean, you tell me.
Yeah, well, I was worried about it, but I think like even if I was like half asleep packing this thing, I would still pack it right. So I definitely have some antiseptic and some wipes and some bandages. So I patch you up pretty quickly.
Yeah. Reggie comes over and gives a little kiss.
Yeah. Oh, good boy, Reggie.
Now it's infected for sure. Yeah. So, do you want to further examine this bush? You want to check out the
Sure.
bush?
Yeah, I want to look at the bush. It's a 3.
Get right up in that bush. 3 means you get to add detail.
Oh, great. So looking at the bush further, I see it's actually like, you kind of just saw like the leaves and the branches and stuff, but when you get closer into it, it's actually like small, thin layers of this material, like on top of each other, like making the branches and making the leaves. So it's kind of got this like hardening effect to it, almost like armor or something, I guess. Like interlock.
Oh, God damn it. We were doing so good.
Could be like researcher or something.
Sorry, it froze again. You said interlocking and then it froze.
Yeah, so like interlocking layers of the material made of the branches and the leaves. Almost like armor or something, where it's just kind of like layered on top of each other to create the hardening effect. And it'd be cool to like do some research with it or something, probably.
Yeah. We'll come back with some pruning shears and some gloves, and
Yeah, don't touch it again.
I really didn't plan on it. Like,
It'll get you.
that's not the fun kind of hurt. So, yeah.
Ooh, I see you talking, but I didn't hear it.
I said it's not the fun kind of hurt. Like, I didn't plan on.
No,
Yeah.
no, you drew blood. I mean, that's not usually fun.
Well, it depends on who you ask and what you're into. Don't think shame.
Yeah, but I think if we could come back and collect some samples, this might be pretty useful. We could even like learn to armor the ship a little bit better.
Okay, the griffin is pretty tough. I mean, she's a tough old bird.
If you say so.
Look, she may not look like much, but she's got it where it counts.
I feel that.
Shut up. Don't talk about my friend like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we still got some more cards. That would make it your discovery because you just did the examination. So roll me the d6.
A 2.
2. All right, we're putting in some more work.
I hate work so much.
Is this Marza or Kayla speaking?
It's Marza. That's why we've been sleeping so much, man.
Yeah.
Messing up my sleep schedule this way.
Yeah, I mean, work hard, play hard, sleep real hard.
Sleep hard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got the 9 of hearts. So we've got ruins, and 9 is deep underground. So I would say maybe the pre-lava gets a little too excited, and so we're like, we need to get somewhere safe.
Uh-huh.
Don't want to get that on us. Like that's gonna stain for sure.
Yeah.
Just the stain, like nothing else to worry about there. And so like we make our way underground, trying to get like away from this. Maybe it's even like maybe there's like a cliff face and the cave is a little bit higher up, like a higher elevation. But we eventually make our way deeper underground. So what kind of ruin do we find underground? Now it's just like a full-on sex shop.
Yeah. No, it's a like an old telemarketer phone call center ruin.
Still can't hear me?
Damn it. It's like every time I say something, then I don't get to hear what you say.
I know, right? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Breckett's just like, man, I hate these guys. They're the worst.
Yeah, well, it's probably why they got destroyed or whatever happened here.
Well, I mean, it's still pretty intact. It's just like dusty and falling apart.
Oh.
So Breckett's gonna examine just because he's like hate looking now, and
Okay.
so I got a 3,
Uh-huh.
and that means I get to add something that I notice about it. Um, I'm gonna say, yeah, like we see there's like the tablets that these people would work on and their computers and stuff, and it's all in this other language that we don't immediately recognize, but our Babelfish translates it, and
Right.
it's just like the most boring. We actually fall asleep reading it because it's so dull that like both of us literally standing up, and as we're just reading it, like we wake up both still on our feet, like what the fuck happened?
It's like a trance. Maybe it's some kind of power,
No, I think this is just really
kind of spell.
really boring. I think it's magic. Nothing. Guessing you can't hear me. I love it. I love technology. Technology is the best.
I'm not getting whatever it is you're saying.
Oh,
Sorry.
doing so good.
I know, it just like cuts out your volume, I think. Because I can
Yeah,
see that you're talking.
I don't understand what the deal is.
I'm sorry, Affy. Sorry, Artemis. I'm letting everybody down.
No, we're not. We're doing great. We're giving them quality horny content for later.
That's what they asked for. I mean, was it going to be smooth, quality horny content?
No, it's very
It could
rough.
have been.
It's very
But here we are.
We only give the roughest of horny content.
So what did you say after I said it was like a trance or a spell?
Oh, I said no. I mean, it's like worse than a trance, and it's not magic. I think it's just really boring.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Breckett's just like, no, this is. I don't like this place. We're gonna go.
Yeah, we should leave. This place sucks.
Like I could nap anytime, but I want to choose to nap.
Especially compared to the party planet that had that 6 space Spencers. This place is lame.
Right? There's not even like vibrators here.
I know. I mean, there's some back on the ship, but.
Oh, you grabbed some?
Oh yeah, I had to restock.
That is an essential space travel supply. Sex toys.
Yeah. You never know.
Yeah, now there's just like a whole closet full of like a whole variety.
You like open the door and they all just like fall out.
And it's like everything. I mean,
yeah,
any kind of sex toy you can imagine is just packed in there.
Well, maybe after this, I can open my own space Spencers with my inventory.
Or you could just, call it Mars's. That's like the new, because we got like the food truck, and then we've also got the sex toy truck.
Mm-hmm. Sex toy truck, mobile sex toy store.
Oh my god! What if it's like an ice cream, like the ice cream truck
with the song going?
But like it's just like Pony by Genuine.
Oh my god!
All of the universe's most horny songs, attracting all of the thirsty people to buy sex toys.
I mean, it would be very efficient, honestly.
It would be, because people would be like, oh, I'm having like a normal Tuesday or whatever. Yeah. Oh shit, horny song. Guess I need to buy some sex toys.
We come to you.
We come and then you come.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good one.
Basically, all of the businesses on the Griffin are about coming.
Yeah, because it's efficient. Get things done.
It's true. You can come, and then you can come and get nudes.
And it sells. People always want to do that. So
yeah, absolutely. So I got a 1 for my discovery.
So
we got to do some more work, unfortunately. But this is our last card. Ooh, and
Great.
it's the Queen of Clubs. So, clubs are plants once again, and Queen is in deep water again. So, we're going to do some diving.
Okay.
Some deep diving. I don't know. I need some help on this one. What kind of plant do we find?
Yeah, well, there's probably like a deep pool in this cavern that we were in, that we
Right.
can see like a faint light
Yeah.
shining at the bottom. And so we dive down there, and there's like some kind of glowing, luminescent moss, just like growing on the rocks and on the floor down there.
God damn it. Of course, it's the thing you don't hear.
Damn it.
Ah.
I'm missing all your good jokes.
I just said get out of my head.
Ah, about the moss?
Yeah.
Really?
I was thinking about moss, yeah.
Of course you were thinking about moss.
Why am I not thinking about moss?
That's cool though. Well, then it's definitely what we see.
I mean, it's because we share one brain cell.
Yeah, I need it back though.
We're sharing. Sharing's caring.
Not very well, apparently. Missing all the jokes.
Well, that has nothing to do with the brain cell. That's just internet being shitty.
There.
Yeah. So you know what? Let's have you examine it.
Okay, roll.
Yeah.
A 6.
Okay. You get to tell us how it changes in some way.
Okay, so we were doing all this work swimming down to this moss because swimming is hard work. And the moss is like giving off this faint glow of light, and Marza reaches out to touch it, and it actually just like absorbs back into the rock, and the light goes away, and it's really dark now.
Oh, let's try moss.
So kind of like an enemy or something.
Just finding Nemo flashbacks now.
Yep, exactly.
It's just shy moss. It's fine.
Yeah. Doesn't like to be touched or perceived. It's just gonna go away.
Doesn't sound relatable to anybody here, I'm sure. All right, well, that was our last card. We've been going for a while.
Yeah.
Listen, this was plenty horny on its own. We didn't have to do any work to make it horny.
We really didn't. I mean, I wasn't even like trying. It just happened.
It's like it comes naturally.
As it does sometimes, I guess.
Way better when it comes naturally, you know.
Right. And now you guys have another business venture aboard the Griffin.
I mean,
Because-
Mars has got to stick around now. I mean,
Yeah.
who else
I
is going to
guess
run our sex toy business?
I gotta travel a little bit. I mean, I know you guys probably need a lot of patching up, but you're not the only ones, so.
Well, you know, maybe we're just more important than them. And prettier.
What's prettier?
Oh, I said maybe we're more important than them and just prettier.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe. We'll see.
I feel hurt.
Look, Mars has met a lot of people out there in space, and this was a great adventure and all, but she's gotta travel the world and see what's out there.
World. Just the one.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Kayla, for coming and playing. This has been
Thanks for having me.
fantastic time. I'm sure we'll do this again.
Yeah. Pretty ridiculous, all in all. Sorry for the technical issues.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully it's not too hard to edit, and you know, people watching this on stream are like, "What technical issues? Everything's fine."
Super smooth, super cash, all good.
Totally. Anyway, we'll see you all later. I assume that there's going to be a raid, so stick around for the raid. I don't know who we're raiding because who knows who's going to be on that day. If there's not a raid, just ignore me. You know, I'm not saying anything. Anyway, bye.
Bye.